If you love Batman DC Comics and deep comic breakdowns, you're in the right place. Before we jump into today's story, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new episode. Now, let's dive into Absolute Batman, Episode 4. Bruce Wayne's earliest adventures as Batman are revealed. Shortly after returning to Gotham from college, Bruce fashions a costume designed to make him look like a terrifying creature of the night, complete with glowing red contact lenses, a voice distorter, fake fangs, and extendable metal claws on the back of his gloves. He attacks members of a gang called the 10 Thieves, who are shaking down crime alley residents for protection money. He hisses and screeches as he strikes, attempting to instill absolute terror. He overpowers the gang with ease, but then he pulls out a gun, aiming to execute their leader, Raph. As his finger rests on the trigger, a memory flashes back. He remembers working on his engineering competition entry. Because bats are intimidating, his initial design was built to look imposing and strong, so that the people inside it would feel safe. But his father, Thomas, had asked him a simple question: is an intimidating design really the best idea? Batman lowers the gun. He swings away into the night, realizing his current approach is completely wrong. Returning to his garage headquarters, Bruce burns both the costume and the gun. Street criminals like the 10 Thieves are just a symptom. Get rid of one, and another will simply take its place. He needs to think bigger. Bruce decides to shut down the main pipeline of illegal guns and drugs flowing into the city from Florida, an operation known as the Orange Blossom Special, since the contraband is smuggled aboard citrus produce trucks. The operation is run by the Maroni and Falcone crime families, who are deeply enmeshed in Gotham's business community and protected by GCPD contacts, making them virtually untouchable. Bruce crafts a new suit, still intimidating but far less theatrical. Using a remote-controlled jack built out of commercially available materials, he ambushes and stops a major gun shipment. It feels like a step in the right direction, but still not quite right. He recalls his second bridge design, which was inspired by a bat's adaptability. It incorporated multiple adjustable parts for versatility. Thomas liked it, but asked Bruce if he was sure it captured what a bat truly was at its core. Thomas shared a personal story. He had once wanted to become a heart surgeon after watching his own father die of a heart attack. He couldn't afford medical school, but realized his true desire wasn't just to operate. It was to prevent any other child from feeling the pain he felt. As a teacher, he could still make children feel safe by preparing them for the world. Driven by these memories, Bruce embarks on a soul-searching trip across the country to determine his true mission. He remembers how he finally created his winning engineering design by combining the best elements of his previous ideas into something lightweight, easily transported, and drop-shipped into devastated areas. It allowed people to rebuild on their own terms without needing to rely on the powers that be. He also reflects on Joe Chill's sentencing hearing. Bruce had given a statement directly to the killer, telling Chill that the morning before the murder was the happiest he had ever been, and that he would never feel that happiness again. He told Chill that he hated him and walked out before Chill could speak. At the time, he didn't care why Chill went on his shooting spree. Now, Bruce returns to Gotham City with absolute clarity. He constructs the wings of his final costume and establishes hidden safe houses throughout the city's sewers and skyscrapers. As Batman, he stakes out a high society charity ball attended by Gotham's elite. Among them is Randall Powers, the owner of the trucking company used by the Maronis and Falcones. Publicly, Powers denies any knowledge of the smuggling and advocates for stricter laws. Privately, he is lobbying to kill those exact regulations. A GCPD helicopter spots Batman perched above the skyline, and he swings into the shadows. Later, Bruce forces himself to confront his past. He travels to Blackgate Penitentiary to finally sit down with Joe Chill and hear what his parents' killer has to say. That's all for today's episode. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to Let's Know Comics, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an epic origin, comic breakdown, or legendary battle. Let me know in the comments below which character or storyline you'd like to see covered next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.